This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. Welcome to Easy Entertaining. When the weather gets nice out and you want to do some grilling out on your barbecue, here's a great marinated short ribs with grilled pineapple that your friends and family are just going to love. Well, the first thing you need to do is get your barbecue going. Now, I use an old-fashioned barbecue, so that takes about a half an hour for me to get it going. But for this recipe, you could also use a gas grill, but just make sure it's nice and hot. Now, normally when we think of short ribs, we think of the big fat ones that you have to braise. But for this recipe, we're going to use 2 pounds of the really thinly sliced ones. Sometimes they have bones in them. I was able to find some without bones at the store today. So you're going to want to get 2 pounds of those and put them in a resealable plastic bag. Now, to get our marinade going, in a little measuring cup, we're going to mince 2 cloves of garlic. And then we're going to put in a half a cup of dry vermouth and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then to that, we're going to add a couple of cracks of black pepper. And then we're just going to pour that whole marinade right into the plastic bag with the short ribs. We're going to seal it up, and then we're just going to kind of mix up the meat and kind of push that marinade right into it. And then we can just let that sit to the side because this only needs to marinate for about 20 to 30 minutes. And one last thing before we head out to the barbecue is to take some fresh pineapple and cut it into rounds, and then cut those rounds in half. Keep the rind on, it will help it grill nicely. And then when your coals are ready, like I said, after about 30 minutes, if you're using a traditional barbecue, you're ready to put your meat on. Now you're going to be grilling this meat at a high direct heat, and it's only going to take about 5 to 7 minutes to cook these. So you're going to want to stay with them. But notice I'm not turning them until I start to see that we're getting that nice charred lines on the meat. That's what's going to give this a lot of flavor. And then once they're ready, you go ahead and you pull them off the heat, put them on a plate that you've brought outside, and then you can cover those with foil. And then that way they stay warm while we start grilling our pineapple. So once you get the meat pulled off, you just take your half rounds of pineapple, and notice with the rind and everything, I didn't even core it. I just leave it whole like that so that it doesn't slip through the grate. And these again only take about 3 to 5 minutes, really fast. But you get those great barbecue lines on the pineapple, and they just taste so great with this meat. So again, doesn't take too long, so you're going to want to stay with this. You don't want them to burn. So once I get those nice lines on both sides of the pineapple, then that's ready to pull off and bring into the house as well. So when it's time to serve, I just get a big platter and I just put all those marinated short ribs and all that grilled pineapple on them, and I just let people serve themselves. It's a great summertime dish. For more information on this episode, go to our website and visit the Easy Entertaining show notes. Also, if you have any questions or ideas for us, send us an email. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.